Here's a question from Alberta. Mike from Alberta asks, what has your government done to stop organized crime, smuggling, and gang violence in Canada? The May the 1st OIC only targets Canadians who follow the law. What is being done about those who do not? Specifically, smugglers, gang members, and persons with criminal records to which the OIC does not apply.
A couple of things. First of all, the OIC that we published in May 1st didn't target any people. It targeted weapons, weapons that have absolutely no place in Canadian society. We prohibited weapons. And we put, an amnesty in place. We grandfathered, it's a non-permissive grandfather, so they can't use these weapons. But we have not in any way targeted the owners of those guns. But the other questions are really important, and I'm delighted to be able to provide an answer. A couple of things that we've done. I've actually worked in organized crime. I used to chair the National Organized Crime Committee when I was with the police. Our government actually made an enormous investment, an unprecedented investment of $347 million that we made available to municipal and Indigenous police services right across Canada to deal with guns and gangs. We made that money available to the RCMP as well. We substantially increased the funding for the RCMP and the Canadian Border Service Agency to do better and more stronger work at the border. And the reason we had to do that is a previous government, and you may recall that crowd, in 2013 and 2012, under the Deficit Reduction Action Plan, slashed nearly $1 billion from law enforcement and shut down all of those investigations that were dealing with the criminals that were smuggling those guns. So we have restored much of that funding to the RCMP, to CBSA, and we've made money available to municipal and Indigenous police services because it's the work of those investigators that deal with those people who smuggle guns. But Hedy, that's not all. We are also in our mandate, and I'll be bringing forward legislation in the very near future that is going to strengthen gun control in this country and strengthen our response at the border. It will involve new authorities, new offenses, and new penalties for people who smuggle guns. We're also bringing in stronger restrictions that will require people to store their guns more securely in Canada. There will be new offenses and penalties to deal with people who buy guns legally and then sell them illegally. We are strengthening gun laws in this country, and that no legitimate, responsible gun owner need have any concern of this because it in no way targets legitimate hunters and farmers and sport shooters. It only targets those individuals who are reckless in their ownership or who misuse their firearms for criminal purposes. And we are going to bring in strong legislation to deal with those. I believe in strengthening gun control. I know some people from the gun lobby want to weaken gun laws. It always astounds me when people express their concern about gun violence, and they think the answer to that, Hedy, is more guns. The answer to that is better control of the guns that are in this country, and we are taking the steps to do that.
Thank you, Bill.